Hello, and welcome back to DROD, the City Beneath. We just witnessed a terrible battle between the Stalwart army and the Archivist's Omplix. Then the goblins got involved and released Briar and killed everybody, but we got through.
You're the Smite Master who came to warn us. Everyone, dead or captured. You were right. We were no match for them. Here, take your sword. I'm finished.
Well, if we escape fast enough, maybe he'll live, because we won't see the Briar destroy him.
I need to get my sword first.
Oh, really? Oh.
Rest in peace.
Okay, well, I guess he's dead. Forgotten Ruins. The defeat of the Stalwarts weighed heavily on Bethro, but still, he thought, he had done what he could. They wouldn't listen, or even give him a sword. It was clear to him now that the Empire would not be defeated by force of arms alone. It was, as First Archivist said, an empire of knowledge, so to defeat it, Bethro needed knowledge as well. The Pit Thing had been trying to tell him that for some time, so it was not time to go back to the surface, but rather to go deeper, down to lowest point, and find out what is so important down there. Ahead, he saw some buildings, old, ruined buildings. This was clearly where First Archivist had based his Omplic forces, and now it was where he had to go. I guess to finish up the thoughts of that previous cutscene, that general, I think in DROD RPG, Tendry's Tale, it might just be the same voice actor and the same profile picture, but I think that was implied to be Tendry's father. Tendry is the protagonist of Tendry's Tale, obviously. So if you play DROD RPG, you don't actually play as Bethro, you play as someone else.
First Slayer, your devotion to your duty has been judged and found wanting. Embrace the nothingness. Serve the Empire, or our gaze shall fall upon you. You will not enjoy that, but we shall.
Those things give me the creeps.
Alright. Use your sword to protect yourself from the gaze of the Omplic. Yeah, so this is the main difference between Bethro and a Goblin. When we were playing as the Goblin player role, we didn't have a weapon, so if an Omplic is staring at us, we're just dead. But now, it's a lot easier. And also, I guess this just conveniently demonstrates the other property of this. The flat edge of the flat side of our sword acts as a mirror and reflects the beam back at itself. So kind of like how we could stun an Omplic using a mirror, we can also use the side of our sword to stun it and then take advantage of that. So I think Omplic, like honestly, Omplic, it's interesting that they had that be the enemy that you fight as the Goblin, because fighting Omplic unarmed is really not all that fun. But once you have a weapon, especially a sword, sword is the best weapon, of course. Once you have a sword, there's a lot more you can do with them. It's a lot more interesting. All right. Hold your sword sideways to reflect an Omplic's gaze back at it and freeze it. Okay, so what's going on here is that you're going to get stuck. So we actually want to do this. And that lets us get here. Okay, I think that was pretty much forced, but that's a decent tutorial room. Yeah, and even though we're stunned, we can still rotate. So, yeah, not nearly as bad as the Goblin player role. Alright, so here we have mirrors demonstrating this. Also, we can get trapped here. That's interesting. So what's... Yeah, so we can get out of being stuck. And I guess the issue here is that, well, let's just... Oh. Okay, well, let's just do that. So you're frozen, you're not going to get stuck in this trap. We can run around and kill you. Okay, and then we can just do that. So I guess the other problem with this room is that here, so you can see, we have an Omplic facing us on either side, so now we're just stuck, because no matter how we rotate, we can't block both beams. But if I block one in advance, well, no, they're both going to do this. Okay. So how do we get around this problem? Well, I guess probably problem we're going to have here is every time we do this, you're going to move, which isn't great. Okay, well, we can still keep you frozen there. That's fine. Yeah, so this is another problem. We have a cross here. Let's just freeze both of those. Then if we hold our sword this way, we can keep you stunned and slide this along. Okay. There we go. And now they're all frozen. Yeah, Omplic are quite interesting. I think the most interesting property of the Omplic is that it affects things at a distance, or is affected by things at a distance. Which there aren't a lot of elements in DROD that, or not a lot of enemy elements in DROD that can do that. Obviously, like pressure plates and orbs and stuff can, but yeah, as far as enemies go, I mean, you have things like the Wraithwing, which gives you a distance of 5. You've got goblins that can do some weird things. You've got serpents you can manipulate in weird ways, but those don't really change significantly based on direct target at a distance, and certainly they don't affect B-throw from a distance, which I think is the unique aspect of the Omplic. Evil Eyes, I guess, get a shout out there as well because they're another enemy that they can zone space from a distance, which is interesting. I guess with the Force Arrow Trap and the right architecture, you can really zone space with any enemy from a distance, but anyway, it was a much longer playthrough of that room than it needed to be because I started rambling. Okay, yeah, 69th place, not the fastest. Okay, so here we have a brain. Oh boy. Well,
You will doubtless succeed in killing Soma's Slayer. You will perhaps kill me, but
I
that
think so.
shall be a futile victory. Ultimately, the Empire will triumph. You cannot alter this fate, Slayer.
Buddy, you got saddled with the fake garbage, not me. Just because you can't think outside your creepy weirdo vat recipe doesn't mean you're speaking the all-fracking truth.
The truth comes from a source beyond us. You refuse to accept it, but that is of no consequence.
right, so when he was saying futile victory, I was like thinking, okay, well I kill him, but then I can't complete the room, which is going to be a problem because I think I need him on this pressure plate in order for me to get through. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so I probably want to be facing this way. No, that doesn't work. Interesting. Oh, that works. Okay. I can get some distance that way. Okay, let's just kill the brain. You're easy enough to get around. It's a little bit awkward, but we can do it. That part was a little bit tight. Just wait a turn there, and he'll try to step around. So Omplic are interesting. To demonstrate this, if I'm waiting here, he's trying to get to me, but he can't. However, if we wait here, this is called flexible beelining, I think. If you're creating a custom monster in DROD, the flexible beelining script, he'll try to go directly towards you, but if there's an obstacle there, He will check either of the other spaces on either side of that. So here, if I wait, he does actually step around. Okay. There we go.
That felt good.
Alright. Fun little room. And I guess this room, actually, I kind of like the way this was set up, because this is probably going to be the last Omplik you kill, unless you just skip these for whatever reason. Which means that this is the obvious entrance that you will take. And then it just gives you to a little side chamber, which doesn't have any other exits. So that's a pretty good level design, I would say, because you're guided towards... You're not explicitly forced to do it, but you are guided towards a little one-off room as opposed to clear all the rest of the level and then come back here. Come back here to do that one room at the end. Okay, this looks like a mess. Oh, we can't skip it. There's an arrow here. I had a brain moment there. Didn't see the arrow. Okay, so... Yeah, we can't. This is a shortcut back. So we can't skip the room. We have to actually engage with the room. At a glance, all of the Omplik are stuck. They will not be moving. Alright, so this is just a room about... Do you know that you can block Omplik beams with your sword? Which is a very important and good skill, whoops, to have. And it looks like the only way we're actually going to kill these is by dropping all the trapdoors. Except for you. Which probably means that we want to stab you, because that will make things a lot easier. Now, yeah, that's what I thought. This is going to be a problem, because if I step here, as long as you're alive, I can't use this tile, because I will get stuck. Okay, and likewise, I can't go through here, because there are 3 Omplik that stare at it. Okay. So that means I'm actually not going in that direction, so let's go up this way. Really, this is just a maze. But I'll forgive it, because there are some interesting things going on here. Yeah, so here, for example, not a huge fan of mazes in general. We can't go through this way, because they'll both be staring at me. Can't go through this way, because they'll both be staring at that tile. Could I get through this way? Actually. Yes. I'm just assuming that going further back will help. We don't want to go this way, because then we drop this. Oh, hold on. That would be an interesting puzzle gimmick. My assumption was that I was going to have to walk across this arrow to stab you, and then I'd get to do a bunch of stuff. However, because these are allowing you to skip the diagonals, I'm actually going to try this, because I'm curious. Okay. Don't know if that was intended or not, but I did it. The arrow could have been misdirection. This room might be more clever than I initially gave it credit for. Also, there's that. I just noticed. Funny how I just... doing something else, and then somehow I wasn't even looking at this part of the screen. I don't know why I suddenly noticed that. Alright, can I go across the top, or am I going to get stuck? I'm going to get stuck right there. Well, now that you're dead, what does that open up? That opens up this tile, so I guess we probably just backtrack. Right, not actually. Do that. Right, and so now I can get through here. Have to do it like that. There is a mirror as well. Yeah, I can't go down here. I can go through here. I'm going to need the mirror to cross that tile. And I can't go up this way or this way. So I guess I do need the mirror. If I didn't need the mirror, there would be a scroll in the room saying to smash the mirror or to avoid pushing the mirror or something. Because challenges exist now. And I'm sure it's been tried. Alright. So by doing this, I can keep you frozen, which lets me step here, because you're no longer able to look at that tile. And then I think I can just go to the exit. Okay. This room looks like a mess. Let's do it later. Let's do a secret instead, because that's totally not going to be worse. Wait a minute. There's no path here. Okay. Let's do this room right now, if I want to. I mean, I could go to the north first. No, I couldn't. Okay. Game keeps tricking me. What tripped that? Adder did. Okay. So what's going on here? I must kill 3 roach queens while on ortho squares, while having restrictions on my placing. And also, once I grab that last trapdoor, which the queens are on, then the Omflick will have a lot more freedom, but then the adder will come and clean them all up. Okay. Interesting use of an adder. I like this. So the fact that there are these little blocks here is what's going to make it possible to get around this room. Although there is the issue, potentially. Oh, we're fine. Fighting on ortho squares always feels weird. Yeah, I was a little bit concerned that I was going to be stuck behind 2 Omflick here. 2 Omflick beams. It does not appear to be the case. Now, was that the correct one to fight first? This is interesting because the way these diagonals work, I'm going to have a lot of trouble getting through certain places. Unless I take advantage of my freezing. Like, for example... Like here I'm just stuck. Oh, wait, no, I take advantage of the roaches. That's how this works. There we go. Yeah, and if I go south, I'm fine because the roaches block. Okay. This is bad. I don't think I want to be here. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll kill you. Is this gonna work? No. I was hoping that would work out differently. Okay, well, I can do that. Get through. I've got cover on the back, so I'm okay. This is interesting. If I kill this one first, that releases you, allowing you to do a lot of damage. So I think I'm actually going to go for the other one. Yeah. Okay, not too bad. So now that these blocks are down, I'm just stuck, like, forever. But Eventually, the adder will finish those up for me. Yeah, not normally a fan of ortho squares, but they weren't too terrible here. And I guess... Interesting. So if I exited here and then entered here, without clearing the room, I still can't go back this way. But I can open this and then go around this way. Okay. Huh. This looks interesting. Challenge. Don't drop both trapdoors. What's the implication of that? The implication of that is that I need to be disarmed while doing something. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, being disarmed against Omplik really sucks. So, the goal here... Well, if I drop both trapdoors, the Omplik is stuck outside of the hot tile anyway. And looking at this, if I had to guess, bombs are blocking every one of the orientations out of this. This one looks like it's far away from everything else. This one hits a bunch of things. I mean, okay, a lot of these. Interesting. Secret up here, it looks like. And also we need to use the Fagundo to get out. That's cute. So don't lose the Fagundo. Unless we just blow that up right at the beginning, and then we can get out even if the Fagundo gets lost somehow. So I think the first order of business is to blow up a bomb so that I can push a mirror into a position where the Omplik will be stunned. And then I just use the Fagundo as a blocker, kind of like I was using roaches here. So honestly, this doesn't look like it's going to be that bad. Obviously, it's easier when I can maneuver a bunch of stuff, but I also have 2 mirrors. So let's just get you stuck. That's safe, right? Yep. Okay, we have an exit. So now the challenge is to get the Omplik where we want it. It's on black. Yep, that's the orientation we want. I mean, we're not worrying about high score. We can just get rid of all those bombs that are going to be problems. Actually, I think I want to be here. Maybe. Okay, so one problem. Is that because I have that mirror right up against the arrows, I ended up losing the ability to do what I wanted. Okay, but this should just beat the room. If I'm in the right spot. There we go. He died a free monster. So I was just taking advantage of the facing preferences of the Omplic, moving so that he tries to turn instead of tries to advance towards me. Okay. The Golem was just ignoring that Stalwart.
Nice job.
Thanks. Hey, you're Peter Bartkin, right?
Yeah, who are you?
Name's Tendry Dimpar. I was an advance scout for the army. I was making my way back to them when I saw the massacre. I guess I'm a Delver now. Well, since I'm blocked from going back, I'll explore this passage. There seems to be a lot of interesting stuff in these ruins. Oh, some other stalwart survivors went the other way. Maybe you can find them.
Good luck.
Okay, so different voice actor, or at least different affected accent on the voice actor. But that's Tendry. Ah, because of the bomb. Well, I mean, we could have entered a room on a bomb, I think. That'd be fine. I do like RPG quite a bit. Tendry's a fun character. Alright, let's go this way. Let's not. This is mildly annoying. Green door isn't too far along, though. Don't see any secrets in there, although with this tile set, Fortress I think this is, it can be a little bit hard to see cracked walls. Briar. Okay, so we have a time limit. What's the goal here? If we get both of these held, if we get through. Right, okay, that's what toggles those. So we want the Briar to cover this, but follow the diagonal, it'll be up to here when it covers that. This one will be out to here, which means that we can't actually get out. Okay, so this one we almost certainly need a mirror on. This one, maybe not. But there is this issue. Alright, so I think something that's going to come up. I'm pretty sure if an Omplic is staring at a mirror that is on a door, it is still frozen. That is something I'm going to need to confirm. A closed door. Like it still sees the mirror even though there's a wall there that blocks its beam from hitting the square. And then once we've got these, I guess we have to push them onto spots in order to get back. Alright, so which one is this? This is top. So we want to start with the bottom. Okay, let's just do that. It's one. We can get you here. Well, let's just test it. If I do that, you are no longer frozen. Okay, good to know. Well, we're under a time limit here. In that case, we have to wait for this. That's never gonna work. We need you to be frozen. Well, if you're both... If these are both... Okay, we'll use F3 puzzle mode. That tile. Okay. If I did something like this... now we have a problem. There we go. No? How do I get past you? Because the problem now... Maybe that's what the other mirror's for. Or maybe we can do some zigzag nonsense. That's a little bit too close. Okay, try again. Now from here... Okay. Gets you off. We are way too slow. Yeah, something's not working here. I needed a mirror here already. And I need to already have killed them and be able to get out. I don't remember the solution for this, and apparently it's complicated enough that... I mean, I haven't remembered the solution to most of these rooms, it's just that they've been simple enough that I can just look at the room and solve it. This one, I actually genuinely don't know what to do. This is going to block at this height when it gets to here, so it's not a matter of... Like, if I just wait... Briar will eventually kill the Omplic, but it kills Beathrow first, so... That's a very dumb solution, but it is the kind of thing to, you know, check. Make sure that there's no oversight. I suspect part of the purpose of this room is to demonstrate that Omplic beams pierce Briar. Alright, so if I add my sword in a different orientation, no, I could freeze you here, ignoring the fact that I pushed the mirror. Well, let's just demonstrate that. I don't know if it helps me to freeze you from that distance. Probably not. This would let me change your turn order, so we'd have the slower one on top. Does that matter? Oh, I can do this sort of thing. And now you're frozen. Okay, that might have been it. That technique keeps you here. Do I need this? Yes. Oh, right. This is going to be silly, but we're going to keep it held down by doing that. That pushes that into the position that we want. We don't want to do that, though. No, it isn't. We want it here. Why am I... We want it here. Okay. Right, because the briar is covering that, it messed up my sense of distance. Go. I am way too slow, though. So now I do this, and I can get back. Yeah, this room is pretty tricky. Maybe I don't move the mirrors at all. There we go. Trying to do too much fancy stuff. You're about to be released. That's fine. That's kind of absurdly tight still. So I need to do that, but like 15 turns faster. Okay. Okay, we do this. Still too slow. 15 turns. Okay. Well, if this is the strategy... Now I think I want my sword facing this way. Okay. Did I do this one first and then this one? That's going to add so many turns. Why would I have done it that way? Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so kind of a weird room. It looks like you have a lot more you can do than you actually do, which is, yeah, you're just kind of forced to go very fast and not do any mirror shenanigans from the beginning. Okay, this looks like a horde room where we get harassed by Omplik the whole time. Also, there is a Wubba. Right, which we need to take advantage of. Oops, the Wubba here. Alright, we can take advantage of that roach to do that. How do I... I mean, I guess I can do this. That just makes me stuck. That's not gonna work. Okay, let's deal with that first. There might be an easier way of dealing with it. Oops. How do I get this roach? Because getting to here and going around is easy. I'm not sure why those are under the Roach Queens, but I'm sure there's a reason. Yeah, I feel like... because of the way that these Omplik interact with this Wubba, I can move to the right and I can move down. I was able to move to the left here because of roaches. Is that true? Because the Roach Queen was blocking this Omplik. That's how I was able to do it. Well, let's just do the same thing we did last time, because that's always how you solve things. Oh, also because of this, I can just move along the top. Okay, interesting. Probably a better spot. So if I... Well, I can do this to move you back. Kill you. And move you all the way back here. Okay. There we go. You're still a problem because if I... do that... I got you before because I had this Waba to the north of me. Is that true? Well, if we introduce a little bit of chaos to this... do need to be in this orientation, so... Oh, really? Can't even go fast enough. I mean, I guess I can do this. No, this isn't going to work either, because now I have to... Oh, yeah. Oops, I can do this. Okay. Right. That move... So the brain doesn't see the Webba, so the roach was trying to get closer to me, and that's why I did something unexpected there. Do I lose because of the Webba getting there first? The Webba will always move first. There's no way around it. Now there's no way to kill that roach. These little complications. So now what I need... That's still not going to work. Kill it, it doesn't work. How do I get this roach, or sorry, this wubba, to one of the far sides? And the answer is I can't. I can't get the wubba onto one of those two spots. It means I need to get space somehow. Somehow I need to get the roach on the other side of the wubba. Doing what I'm doing here isn't going to help anyway, because it's just going to cause the problem from the other angle. Well... And there's probably a challenge in this room, too. If I got the wubba stuck on an arrow, that's not possible, but if I did... Would that help? Okay. Well, let's try... this. No, they can get around. I don't know, I have to... Yeah, it's always going to be the wubba first. Like, I can't... There's no way to avoid that. Do I need these in order to kill this? Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I just need them. I mean, the thing is, in this situation, even if this roach is already dead, I don't have a way of getting here. Now, if I do that, I can get distance. I do that, I can get distance. The problem is... This is closer, but I still have this problem. And there's no way I'm gonna have enough turns. Okay, what if I did this, but I only had one of you? Hmm. I need to get it on the other side of the Wubba. Obviously, this isn't going to work. If I... Well, the Wubba, I can never actually get the Wubba stuck here. And in fact, if I start from that entrance, I'm just stuck. Okay. Now if I was doing this... I could stop that Wubba from making that move. Interesting. So I can push the Wubba up against this side. Which means, if I just ignore everything else, I can be in a situation like this, where the Wubba is here. It's still never going to move south because it's not going to try to move around the roach. But that does let me... It does let me get you here, however, I haven't killed this. If I do that, then I'm forced to do that in order to get my sword around in time. Yeah. Okay, well, what if we do it from here? Okay, we're just... didn't have quite enough turns for that. Okay, we'll just wait until a spawn cycle. Can't wait until a spawn cycle. It's so much annoying about this room. I'm trying to test something and I can't test it. I guess I'll have to do counting. Okay. We have to do counting. Is there any way to get here faster? Start with our sword in this orientation. Also, we can start from here. There we go. Okay, well that's completely useless. Yay, I did it. Well, there's one particular sequence that I'm not seeing here, and this is already over an hour. This is taking a lot longer to get through than I thought it would. So maybe we just stop here and I'll start from here again, and maybe I'll just try something different the next time I start it. But I have no idea how long it's going to take me to stumble into the right sequence at this point, so rather than continuously doing this, I think it's better just to take a break. So we'll finish this next time. I will see you then.